Community Viewpoint with Maria Hurst.
Hi, welcome back to Community Viewpoint. I'm your host for this segment, Maria Hurst. I want to talk to you tonight. I just came on tonight by myself because I want to share something with you. And tonight I'm going to talk to you about a campaign that's ongoing that's for Nevada. It's breastfeeding awareness, not just for Nevada, but I'm going to talk to you about what Nevada is doing for breastfeeding awareness. So I am a firm believer in breastfeeding. It doesn't work for everyone, but I think that all moms deserve a chance to do it, and I think they deserve a chance to do it wherever they need to, because babies deserve to eat. When we're hungry, we go eat. If we eat in public, babies should get to also eat, and that's what they're there for. So let me tell you a little bit about the Nevada Breastfeeding Awareness Campaign. So the website, I'm going to just give a quick shot over to the website. This is the nevadabreastfeeds.org website. And if you look on your screen down at the bottom, there's a little logo. It says breastfeeding, and there's like a little logo of a mom holding a baby. And there's a campaign right now that you can sign up if you have a business. You can sign like a pledge, like a breastfeeding friendly pledge, and your business will be listed on the website as breastfeeding friendly. It's like free advertising. So breastfeeding moms will feel comfortable that they can shop there, and should they need to, they would be able to breastfeed. I mean, it's the law. So I'm going to read you. First, I'm going to start. So this is the page. It's nevadabreastfeeds.org. So then I'm going to read you the law. So I'm going to go back here. I'm going to read you. Let me go here to the home page. And I'm going to read you what the law is in Nevada. So the Nevada law on breastfeeding in public is NRS 201.232. Notwithstanding any other provision of law, a mother may breastfeed her child in any public or private location where the mother is otherwise authorized to be, irrespective of whether the nipple of the mother's breast is uncovered during or incidental to the breastfeeding. So that was added to the Nevada Revised Statute by 1995, 126. So I'm pretty sure it's been there for a while. So that's the law in Nevada about breastfeeding. So I don't know what everybody does if they see a breastfeeding mom, if it makes them uncomfortable or not, but because I'm a lactation consultant myself, I just thank them. Hey, thank you for feeding your baby, because the U.S. is almost last place in the world in breastfeeding numbers. And everybody knows breastfeeding is good for the baby. It's good for everybody. It's good for the mom, the baby, it's good for the community. Everybody knows that. I think we all know that. The milk is better for the baby. It has antibodies. I don't know if you know all the details about it. I'm not going to go into all that tonight. I might talk a little bit about it. Let's go over to the home page. The reason that the breastfeeding campaign the breastfeeding awareness campaign is going on is because we want to be a part of making a change in the United States. The U.S., like I just said, is almost last place in breastfeeding numbers. So I'm just going to read you a little bit of the benefits. Good for moms, good for babies. And then we're going to go to the campaign for employers. Good for moms. Saves money in formula and healthcare costs. Provides a special bond between mom and baby. Burns up to 600 calories a day. You can't even burn that in the gym, I don't think. Releases hormones that relax the mom. Uses a natural resource. Makes traveling easier. Makes diapers less yucky. Protects mom against cancer, less risk of breast, ovarian, and uterine cancer. Protects mom against diabetes, and lowers the risk of postpartum depression. Good for babies. Reduces baby's risk of ear infections. Reduces baby's risk of stomach problems, less gas, constipation, and diarrhea. reduces baby's risk of allergic reactions and asthma, reduces baby's risk of SIDS by 50%, reduces baby's risk of childhood leukemia, provides baby with the most easily digested food, promotes baby's healthy growth and development, reduces baby's risk of obesity and diabetes, may give a baby a higher IQ, especially preemies, on average, up to 10 points higher IQ. Transmits mother's immunities to babies. So if mom, what they mean by that is if mom had been sick in her childhood or adulthood before she had her baby, when she breastfeeds her baby, all of those immunities that she had built up during her lifetime are transmitted to the baby, and the baby has a better fighting chance at fighting off that sickness should they contract it. Okay, so now I'm going to go over to employers. So if you employ a breastfeeding mom, that mom is less likely to miss work due to her babies being sick. You know, everybody who's a parent, if you're a parent, you've probably been called out a day of work due to your child being sick. So, if they're breastfed, you have less chance of being sick. So it's good to employ a breastfeeding mom. So I'm going to go over to the campaign. Let me go over to the campaign. Okay, I hope everybody's following me. I hope nobody's falling asleep. So we're talking about breastfeeding awareness. Yay! So everybody say yay. Okay. So this is called the Breastfeeding Welcomed Here Pledge. I'm going to read it to you. And this is free. You get a free toolkit. There's the logo. You can hang that in your window. And like I said, it's free advertising. Also, if you're looking at it from a business standpoint, your employees will miss less work. You will have better, calmer employees. So the goal of this campaign is to encourage more women to breastfeed their babies and breastfeed for a longer duration by making our community friendlier to breastfeeding families. The use of this symbol will be to both alert moms to public locations where they can breastfeed comfortably and to encourage the perception that breastfeeding is normal, accepted, and welcomed. According to the Academy of Pediatrics, the lack of support for breastfeeding is one of the obstacles to its success. If our culture embraces breastfeeding as the normal way to feed infants, more women will breastfeed and health statistics will likely change for the better. The Nevada Department of Health and Human Services partners with Nevada's breastfeeding coalitions to recognize businesses, workplaces, and child care centers that support breastfeeding families through the Breastfeeding Welcomed Here campaign. Because it's the law in Nevada to permit a mother to breastfeed her child in any location, public or private, most businesses are already providing this level of access and comfort to their patrons. However, there are some businesses and employees that may be unaware of this law. This can cause an awkward and embarrassing situation for a mother who is simply feeding her child. This campaign's aim is for businesses to demonstrate their support for breastfeeding by making a commitment through a pledge and then displaying a clear, visible window decal. Breastfeeding mothers need all the support they can get. By taking the Breastfeeding Welcomed Here pledge, you agree to provide an environment where breastfeeding mothers are able to sit anywhere and enjoy a welcoming attitude from staff, management, and other patrons while breastfeeding. I'm going to read you part of the pledge. I pledge to provide a welcoming environment where breastfeeding mothers are able to sit anywhere and enjoy a friendly attitude from staff, management, and other customers while breastfeeding. Staff members are knowledgeable on how to handle complaints about breastfeeding. Staff and concerned customers will be informed that breastfeeding in public is protected by Nevada law, NRS 201.232, and that this business welcomes breastfeeding patrons. So that is a little bit about the campaign and part of most of the pledge. There's another page that goes with it. How much time do we have? 4 minutes? Okay. This is going by fast. So I don't know how many of you have experience with breastfeeding, whether you know somebody who has breastfed, you've breastfed yourself, or maybe you have no experience with breastfeeding, but all mammals, that's how they feed their children. This is all. This is the main point, that the child deserves to eat, and it's a bonding experience. I mean, I explain to moms every day the benefits and risks, the benefits of breastfeeding and the risks of not breastfeeding. So the breastfeeding awareness campaign is to just let everybody know about the law and about the breastfeeding as the norm. That is the normal way to feed a baby. Formula is a viable alternative because you can't give a newborn baby or baby up to a year milk or even goat's milk or anything like that. Those are wives' tales that those things are okay. Those things are not okay. If a mother can't breastfeed, she needs to use formula. That's the only option. But breastfeeding, of course, if we support it, what could happen if a mom walks in to a business and she's greeted with, somebody who is appalled by what she's doing, appalled by her feeding her baby? Breastfeeding moms are fragile too. They just had a baby. They're tired. They've been through a lot emotionally. What would happen, if somebody came in and had animosity towards her? She might think twice about breastfeeding, and she might discontinue that because of that reaction. And that's what we don't want. We want support. So NevadaBreastfeeds.org. Let's show the website once again before we go out, because we just have a couple of minutes. Go to the website, find out about breastfeeding. Even if you don't breastfeed or if you didn't breastfeed, I mean, not everybody has breastfed for a long time, and any breastfeeding is better than none. But if we can support people to do it, it will become the norm. It's the norm in many, many countries. And there we go. That's a nice picture. For moms, for babies, good for business. We just have 1 minute left. I want to thank everybody for hearing all this information. I appreciate you joining me each week, Saturday at 4. I appreciate you joining me each week, and I appreciate you hearing all this information. If you want to find out more about the campaign, you can go to NevadaBreastfeeds.org or just Google it and find out some more information. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful weekend, rest of your weekend and week next week. Good night.
Community Viewpoint with Maria Hurst.